This is the main area where when people come in, that they have to go through a security system and a security arrangement. I stopped here before I went to the residence this morning. You will notice that there's no beeping, there's no lights, there's no functionality when you walk to the pedestrian scanner. It does not work. This is the main area where when people come in, that they have to go through a security system and a security arrangement. I stopped here before I went to the residence this morning. You will notice that there's no beeping, there's no lights, there's no functionality when you walk to the pedestrian scanner. It does not work. This is the main area where when people come in, that they have to go through a security system and a security arrangement. I stopped here before I went to the residence this morning. You will notice that there's no beeping, there's no lights, there's no functionality when you walk to the pedestrian scanner. It does not work.
Would you trust your money with any and everybody? Would you put your money in a bank where there isn't a proper management, proper track record, or proper security? Political activism isn't about bashing the government. It's not about opposing for opposing's sake or just hating. What you don't understand is political activism actually is meant to keep the government on their toes. It's not about whether it's red, yellow, blue, black, green, whatever. It doesn't matter who it is. The government of the day is in charge of our money. They have their hands on our money, our children's money, and our grandchildren's money. So it is our duty, it is our responsibility to ask hard questions and to keep them accountable. Just like children, if you leave them unsupervised, not attended, and just leave the cookie jar out, they will dip into the cookie jar. Asking hard questions is our way of saying, listen, we're looking, we're supervising, we're paying attention. So trust me, it is the most loyal to country thing that we can do. We're not loyal to political parties. We're loyal to our country. And that is why political activists are actually very important. It's a vital part of any country's democracy and proper governance. You guys could talk about, and the trolls, unfortunately, they're the ones that carry the narrative. And there are some well-meaning people, I have gotten messages saying, Marsha, you shouldn't be subjecting yourself to the kind of online trolling and online hate that I have been experiencing. But the truth is, you look at people like Nelson Mandela, what he endured to fight for the freedom of South Africa. Online trolls, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words, the opinions of trolls does not matter. The words of trolls does not matter. There are people, I think about Malala, almost killed. Even Basdio Pandey, he was arrested. Online trolls, we have no idea what other activists go through around the world. No idea. So I hope I did the video just to help Trinidad and Tobago, help the citizens understand the role of activists. And we all should be, in our own form or fashion, political activists, because these people have their hands on our money. And it is our duty to keep them accountable. It is our duty to let them know that we are paying attention. If we don't pay attention, and as I said, children that realize they're not supervised will dip their hands in the cookie jar. They'll peek, they'll stick their hands and see if they can get one. And if they realize the cookie jar is not attended, they will help themselves to every single thing until they're sick. Our duty, Trinidad and Tobago, is not just about dipping our finger at election time. Every single step of the day, of the way, each day, we must ask hard questions. We must force the Prime Minister to hold cabinet meetings and host press conferences. That is what we must do. We must demand that the Minister of Public Utilities go and handle WASA and TNTech and stop the tit for tat, the pettiness. We must ask the Attorney General to stop telling us about the debt that he met. But that's another video, because I'm going to go through that in detail. Trinidad and Tobago, we must all become political activists and keep our eyes and our ears and everything that we have on that cookie jar.